boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
What's a man or a king? What's it saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game, but shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the sea, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? What's it saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game, but shoot what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
What's a man or a king? What's it saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game, but shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the sea, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? What's it saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game, but shoot what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. I'm home. I'm absolutely back in the building, fresh off of Japan, my man. I'm back here, and every time we go to a show, Xbox gives us something to talk about. Question is it in Game Pass? Is it on Game Pass? That's the question that I asked you. Is it on Game Pass? Now, boy, oh boy. Rumors of my demise is greatly exaggerated. That's what Game Pass is saying. EG was good, baby. Apparently, dudes didn't think that the Lords was going to ride out today. And on everything I love, I was coming outside. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, we have Xbox bad news every day. Don't act like this is something new to us. We bleed green. We bleed green. That's what we rock here. Let's hold on. Haven't been here in a while, man. Haven't been here in a while. Had the other setup. Haven't been here in a while. We bleed green. Trent Johnson, what's good? You think I'm going to let these dudes spin the block on us? I don't give a damn if I'm jet lagged or not. Hot ones need to be felt. Is it Blizzard who did it? Who did it? Is it Blizzard? Is it Blizzard who did it? Who did it? From what I heard, it was these dudes. High Octane was good. RD was good. Everybody tweeted out. Everybody saluted out. Everybody get all the Xbox dudes here now. Trent Johnson was good. Everybody get all the Xbox dudes here now. I hear each and every last one of these PlayStation dudes dancing on somebody's grave. I see these goofballs trying to ride the algorithm. It's a trending thing. B, it's a trending thing. It's a trending thing. So, if your favorite Xbox dude is riding the algorithm with giving you bad Xbox news, throw that dude in the garbage. Throw him in the garbage. There's some real ones out here, man. Mr. Huck, what's good? Mr. Huck, what's good? Kim Cruz, what's good? We ain't never back there. This is Iron Lord's Day. This is Sunday. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We put in that work to make that body hurt. And if the rest of the team ain't here, you know I got to go win. Period. I asked them if they was doing it. Dude just kind of broken up. That Japan is crazy. Japan is crazy. What's good, Chicken Eye? Share it out. This the day I kick them in the stomach. I'm tired of these dudes. You know what it is? You know what's funny? I watch a lot of dudes. If you looked at my content this week, I told you all those things. And I also said, are they going to get out of hardware? Maybe. Go back to my video. I think it was like Wednesday. That's where that guy got that from. None of that stupid stuff. That's where that guy got that from. That's where that guy got that from. Yeah, switch. Switch. If you don't like what they doing, switch. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. Yo, so shout out at the developers who made this game, Thunder Ray, right? He also made Baki. I'm a huge fan of Baki. We got the interview with Baki's developer, maker, publisher coming out. He loved the interview so much, he gave me a sealed limited edition copy of Thunder Ray. And I was like, good looking. So I'm going to play that on Frontline Gaming streams at some point in time. And I got some other stuff that we're talking about. If y'all saw all those interviews that we did, we have a boatload more. Shout out to Insider Gaming, our partners on that endeavor. Those interviews shall be going up, and you'll see a lot more of that stuff. Shout out to Valari, Comfort That Travels. I'm not going to lie to you. Me sitting there playing my Steam Deck, me sitting there playing my ROG, Cogs ROG, and playing my Switch too. Yeah. I can't wait to get my hands on that Xbox ROG Ally X. Hardware that's shipping. Hardware that's shipping. The internet's on fire because, all right, let me give you a little insight. And this is not no inside baseball. This is everybody's views was kind of in the toilet except for, the big dudes. The big dudes that got promotional companies that push them, right? There's a couple of them, right? So they get with people and they push them. A lot of them sometimes bot their numbers. A lot of them, their numbers are true. And this is hot news to ride the algorithm. So if you see people that don't normally go today going, if you see videos that's popping up on dudes that don't normally bop out right now, it's because they're trying to eat. You heard me? I'm trying to punch somebody in the face. That's all that is. I'm right back at the action. Like a lot of dudes be acting like they about that smoke. They ain't about that smoke. This is a live debate show. You can bop in anytime you want. I'll bust you upside your head. I keep it funky. But I got so much Xbox news. I ain't even talking about Ghost of Yoda because nobody's talking about it. Ghost of Woke Gay. The feminist agenda is in the building, B. They can see it a mile away. It's not going to be as successful as the first one. $60 million to make, reused assets, a chick involved, animations instead of CGI. Sounds like DOA to me. Why nobody ain't talking about that? Why nobody talking about the game that just came out? Why they talking about Xbox? You wanted Xbox dead. So if Xbox is dying, why are you worrying about it? I'm going to give you another inside hustle. Everybody's going to keep telling you Xbox raised Game Pass prices 50% instead of saying $10. 50% sounds like a huge number. 50% sounds like a huge number. But $10, you'd be like, they raised it $10. But what did they do for me? Let me see. What did they do for me? What was it? Is it this one? I got to talk about something that they did that I didn't like. And I'm gonna talk about something about, because I have some goofy dudes. I got some real goofy people that that did something stupid. That they like to say stupid things, so I got to go in on them. Hold on. All right. Everybody wants the long-awaited family plan. That family plan is not coming, bucko. They tried that someplace else. They tried the family plan someplace else. It didn't go well how they wanted it. How structurally wise, it didn't go well. Hold on, where is this at? Because I got a lot of people popping out. I watch people say that they canceled their Game Pass. All right. Sure you did. I don't even play Call of Duty like that. And I ain't cancel mine, so I don't pay nobody no mind. But they're going to tell you I'm a shill. Is it this one? All right. This is this one, yeah, because I could talk about it. I could talk about the pieces of this. Nah, no thanks. The Verge. I could talk about pieces of this. I said no thanks. I don't want to give you my email. Why are they so aggressive? Why is The Verge so aggressive? Forger Legend. Welcome to Soldier S Rank. I salute you, Soldier. Back from a hard 2 weeks in Japan, and the man hit the streets because he can't sleep because these dudes out here keep talking on our name. Forza Legend, $2 super chat. To hell with these fake Xbox dudes, on God and them. I'm not lying. I can't stand them. But Shadow, I want you to jump in because you the one that be leaving me a lot of little comments. I want you to jump in on the talking portion. I want you to jump in because you be having a lot to say in the background, B. And I love you. I love you because you come here because you know them PlayStation dudes don't give you what you need. So you watch my videos and you leave comments. I appreciate you. But apparently you got something to say. And I want you to say it today. But we're going to rehash. This is how it started. Right? This is how it started. Now, full disclosure, we couldn't talk about certain things. I couldn't talk about the logistics and the time frame that we knew things. We couldn't talk about things. And as a man of your word, us Iron Lords, got to keep it buttoned up. I am not a leaker, folks. I do not leak information. I don't do that. But what I do is I do keep it funky. Now, if you've seen any of the uncut video of me talking to either Phil or Sarah or Jason Ronald, that's on Iron Lord's channel. And if it's not up there right now, it's going up because I was looking at some edited stuff. And it's going to give you uncut. If you go to look at Addict's Day 1 video walking around, you pretty much got some of it, but we had 2 cameramen there. We had Mark as one cameraman catching all the footage where Addict was bopping around doing so many different things. He wasn't focused on the plan. Addict had absolutely gold in front of him and didn't take advantage of the situation. But foresight is key. We had 2 people on the scene capturing everything. So shout out to Mark. He was our Japanese interpreter out in Japan. And he did a great thing. Now I want to talk about this, right? I want to talk about this. I want to talk about and it's going to start from the beginning because this is how it started. This is how it started. And we're going to get to the point where these dudes are jumping out the window. Right? Because in case you didn't notice, a handheld is coming out. Now, the bigger debate was trying to get you to believe that it wasn't an Xbox handheld based off of the fact that they don't have a dedicated handheld coming out. And then it was trying to detract from all the things that was going on with the handheld. And it was trying to tell you, don't buy the handheld way before. But it's sold out. Now, what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to tell you that the purchase order was for $2 million. The initial shipment allotment, maybe 200,000, give or take. If you sold out the shipment allotment of 200,000, Apollo Dingo, the $2 super chat, lost 30 mil. Your girl gave me top for 1649. I'm glad you back. I appreciate you because I love the conversation. You cute. You cute in an ugly sort of way. You know, you cute in a way that only your mama could love you. That kind of cute. You that kind of cute. You cute that they be like, oh, he's so cute. And they be like, not really. That kind of cute. Back to what I was saying. So you say 200,000. Now you say, let's say 50%, because y'all like that number, 50%. Let's say 50% of them already got Game Pass. So that's 100,000. That's going to get Game Pass 3 months for free, Ultimate. That's inside that box with that ROG Ally. So Microsoft is looking at it like this is no better time to drop this information than now. We got this information. We got these games coming. If any of these guys cancel, which I say probably, let's say 10,000 of us cancel Game Pass. Let's say 10,000. That's still 90,000 dudes that's up. Now, dudes is going to probably say that, King, you trying to justify $29. Nah, actually, I'm not. But was you justifying it when you was catching it on the low? You was eating. You was high on the hog. I cry at the same time when I go out to the pump and the pump goes up 5 cents. I cry. I do just like you. I cry just like you. It went up 5 cents. But you know what I'm doing? Pumping my gas because I got to get to where I got to get to. Is it in Game Pass? That's the question. Is it in Game Pass? So they raised up the Game Pass price, but they also added PC to the crappy tiers that was down at the bottom. Remember, I was tier shaming y'all for a second. I was telling y'all was butumkins down there. Standard and core? Ooh, stanky to me. I wasn't even paying you dudes no mind. Like, why I was saying, why do you have Game Pass if you don't have Ultimate? The whole part of Ultimate is to get the day ones, right? You want that Call of Duty. That's why you here. You know why that 300 million number may not reflect the true number? Because 80% of Call of Duty physical or 80% of Call of Duty games sold on the PlayStation. Game Pass ain't over there. So that means 20% sold on Xbox. Didn't Switch get a 10-year deal? They got to get their development kits out already. That's where the 300 million is lost. That was projected sales on this goofy-ass console that has not given out development kits. Shout out to they goofy behind for not giving up the development kits on time. Share those development kits. Stop hiding them, Nintendo. I just noticed my Joy-Con wasn't popped on it. I put my Joy-Con on it. They told you that Call of Duty sold great. They told you that the numbers was good. They told you that everything was fine. Now, I know you're going to sit there and say, King, they told you before that Game Pass was sustainable, and then they raised the price. You, my friend, are right. For years, we've been eating high on the hog. For years. I can't lie. At 1999, it was an utter steal. It was a steal. It was a dream come true, to be real with you. Actually, to get all those wonderful games for $19.99 a month, that was a dream come true. And now that the gravy train is over, in a sense that it's just $10 more. And I know you guys don't give a damn about Fortnite. Right? You don't care about Fortnite. Why should you care about Fortnite? I mean, it's not like you got kids that play Fortnite, right? It's not like that, right? It's not like you care about Fortnite. Why would you care about Fortnite? It's not like you care about cloud streaming, right? Why would you care about cloud streaming? That's stupid. You don't care about that. You don't care about all those PC games, right? You don't care about that. But yet you brought a ROG Ally. But you don't care about that. But you outraged so much that you have to cancel your Game Pass. And I get it. You upset that they did that to you. You feel away. You feel blindsided. You thought you had at least, until 2030, that there was never going to change the price while everything in the world goes up, but this, no. We say first-party games is unsustainable. We say it all the time, right? Eternal, you back. Oh, my God, she's back. I love you. She's back. Linda, you back, baby. You back, Linda. Now, listen. Running joke, Eternal's a woman. His name is Linda. He identifies as her, she, her, and she loves my videos. That's why she's back. She only comes back anytime that there's bad Xbox news. Ain't that right, Eternal the Gamer? You love my pretty face. That's why I didn't put the shades on today. I put the glasses because I wanted you to see my beautiful little eyes. I knew you would come back. Bad Xbox news, you'll come back. You'll come back to me, baby. Linda, you come back to me, Linda. I told you a couple of quaaludes. She loved me in the morning. You love me in the morning, Linda. You sexy beast. I knew you'd come back. Anytime there's bad Xbox news, you monkeys come bopping in. Eternal, you want me to be like that for you. That's what you want. But you like that for me. Ain't that right, she, her? Now listen, man. I'm going to break it down the line because this is ultimately what these goofy dudes want. This is what they want. You know what they want? Look. This is what they want. Because hashtag no PlayStation 6 is real. This is what they want. PlayStation 6 may go uncontested as rumors of the next-gen Xbox cancellation spiral. This is what they want. They wanted the full slate, but then when the games come over, they got to buy the games. And then they realized that we was getting fat off of their bread. Buy them. And we sell you discs with nothing on it. You get key cards. Buy them. Oh, you cancel your Game Pass subscription? So what? Buy it. Buy the game, you goofy. That'll teach them. You're really teaching them, right? You're really getting it. Let me tell you some math. I'm going to tell you because I'm so tired of stupid people. And I deal with stupid people all the time because stupid people is all over Twitter. So you say 75 day one games, right? Times, what's games going price? $70? $70. That's $5,250 a year for 75 day one games and Game Pass. You crying over 360? Go buy the goddamn game. Go buy it. Go out there, big spender. Go out there, big spender. Go get it. You don't care about Fortnite? I do. I was paying for the crew. You know what that did? That saved me them bucks. You know what? Millions of people play Fortnite. Maybe you don't. I don't give a damn. But you know what's wild? If you look at every NPD, Fortnite is number one on everybody's charts. On Switch, on Xbox, on PlayStation. If it's not one, it's three. 1, 2, 3. So y'all wanted to go uncontested. So y'all really thought that y'all was going to run with this rumor. After Microsoft goes and makes Jason Ronald head of next generation hardware. After they sign a multi-year contract with AMD. After they're in active production of hardware. Holy crap. You found out that PlayStation said that they was going to make a weaker box. And you guys understood. And listen. Listen, Linda, listen to me, baby. Baby, Linda, baby, honey, sweetie, baby, sugar. Let me tell you, before you pop a blood vessel in your little neck, before you pop a blood vessel in your neck, sitting at the TV, raging, punching the sky. I told you, OEM hardware is coming next year. I'm the only one telling you this. Obviously, I'm telling you it for a reason. Obviously. Like I told you, hardware was coming this year. But y'all was like, I said, let me cook. End of the year's coming, right? What you getting? Xbox ROG Ally X, right? I don't give a damn if you categorize it as not Xbox. That's your business. My $1,000 categorize it as whatever the hell I say it is. It's a PlayStation as well, too, because it play PlayStation games. Giddy up. Giddy up, pony. Giddy up. When I'm playing Spider-Man, when I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, not Ghost of Woke, that feminist agenda. I don't hear nobody. The internet is not going up, and PlayStation just dropped a first-party title. Like their only first-party title. This is supposed to be the banger. Why you here? Why you here? You ain't playing your game. Why you here? Huh, Linda? Why you here and not playing your game? I need to know. Is it not good? Did it not hit that spot? Pause. Did it not excite you? Or did the king excite you more that you had to show up for the king? I appreciate your view. I ain't going to lie to you. I love you here. I love you right where I love the engagement. You heard that? Now, don't get all blushy on me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's a lot of people watching. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But the fact of the matter is, they could raise the price because they got the games, B. They got the games. Listen, they're not forcing you to use Game Pass. You don't have to go buy them. I heard a dude say, I'm going to go buy my games. Do it, stupid. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go do it. Go do it. I saw all those Ubisoft Plus games show up inside Game Pass. Because remember, we was gone. So I didn't get a chance to... Buddy, I was scrolling. Because I canceled my Ubisoft Plus. I canceled it. Why? Game Pass, give me it up. But listen. For all you dudes that's sitting there crying about Game Pass prices, I'm going to tell you about a dead store that got more for you right now. A dead store. This store is so dead. This store has been known for robbing, allegedly, swindling, allegedly, all gamers for as long as we can remember. And Xbox, Microsoft bailed their stupid ass out. They should have let them die. Go over to GameStop right now so you can go get Game Pass Ultimate. It's still $19.99 with us at GameStop. Somehow, openly, GameStop brushes off the idea because they have old scratch-offs. Nobody was going there to shop. Everybody that got Game Pass was buying Game Pass straight direct from distributor. We was up that way. But now we got to do something strange for some change. So any one of you guys that's complaining like it's a thing, like it's something bad happening. Oh God, go to GameStop and go get a couple of years of this. Go get a couple of years, right? So you can go change your diaper. You crying? Go change your diaper. Go to GameStop and get it for $19.99 if you still want that price, right? Nobody's stopping you. Go do that. George Parcell with the £5 super chat. Welcome back, King. Hope you enjoyed Japan and meeting the team at Xbox. Xbox New World Order is for real. On the 16th of October, boots on the ground. We in your town. It's going down. Spider-Man comes home. Spider-Man comes home. Look at that. Look. Spider-Man comes home. Look. Right next to the Xbox logo. Right next to the Xbox logo. Spider-Man comes home. October 16th. If you got an Xbox ROG or you got an Xbox ROG Ally X, then it's up for these dudes. The bell tolls for thee, monkey. The bell tolls for thee. You thought we was going to let y'all bamboozle us? You thought you was going to get us off our deem? Nah, I did my 120s. Solid foundation. Nothing goes through the circumference. On God and them, Game Pass is still $19.99 at GameStop. So if any of you crying in my chat talking about they raised the price, shut up and go to Game Pass. Go to GameStop. Go help that dying business out. And go buy all their cards. Go do it. We was in Japan hunting for Game Pass Ultimate cards. You heard us? The boy was hunting. Picked up a controller. Picked up a Pro controller for my Switch too. Because I got the regular Pro controller for my Switch. But I wanted the Pro controller too. I don't know. Because it got a Cash App button at the top. So I just felt that I needed the Cash App button one. Because I felt that it was better. I thought it was better for me. Because when I shop for me. I don't shop for you. So don't tell me what to do. Like I'm telling you, if you want to cry, then leave. Just leave. Nobody want to hear you cry. If you don't like the price hikes, you don't like anything that goes on, nobody's forcing you to do anything. Be Lou member for 15 months. I salute you, soldier. That generosity for you being there for 15 months is something I hold dear to my heart. King, you taking over. Taking over their heads with the 5% talk. Oh, you said I'm talking over their heads with the 5% talk. I gotta train them. I gotta train them. I look at these young dudes and they don't have no training. They ain't raised right. I gotta raise up these little boys, the men. Somebody gotta hold them accountable, right? Especially if they out here identifying as she, her, right? I got to do that, right? Coming in here because you love me. You a PlayStation dude. You're supposed to be watching PlayStation stuff. You here, but I love you. Mr. Nick's a $5 super chat. Here's a gift, King. Hood Dollar stores have these $50 for 3 months Game Pass Ultimate cards as well. You're welcome. On God and them, go to the store. Go to the Dollar General. Why are y'all acting like y'all don't got hustle in your soul? Hector the Macho Man, welcome to Soldier S Rank. I salute you, Soldier. We back in business, baby. You thought this was a day that you was going to stomp on something? I still got information. Y'all saw it up there. Y'all can see the titles of what I'm going to talk about. We're going to go into Ashroff. We're going to go into them. Pause. We're going to get into all of this stuff because apparently you guys think that either somebody's ill-equipped for this fight or somebody don't want the fight. Y'all sounded like Drake. Drop, drop, drop. Then I bopped out like Kendrick with Not Like Us. Dirty Mike and them boys, member for 21 months, bro. 21 months, you a member? God, that does my heart so well. Soldier S rank, I salute you, Soldier. Still on Game Pass, but just the PC version. So what? You rocking? You rocking? Green shirt. Is it on Game Pass? On God and them. Ain't no flim flam over here. We don't jump shit. We don't play. We ride till the wheels fall off. Pause. That Xbox Rock Ally X comes out next month. Those guys ain't got nothing burning. This month. On the 16th, October 16th. They ain't got nothing burning. Ghost of Yoda came out. Quick burn. Gone. Nobody talking about that. Why ain't you talking about those numbers? What did those numbers do? What did those numbers do? Did it sell out? Did it sell out? Because I know the Xbox Rock Ally X sold out. And if you can't afford the Xbox Rock Ally X, we got an Xbox Rock Ally for you. Yo, you ever realize that the CEOs that say they got a console for you and recommend the old consoles get fired? Shout out to Doug Bowser for using Donnie Matrix's voice. We got a console for you. Remember that? Don got excoriated. Got shown the door. Apparently, those words is taboo in these streets. You got shown the door, too. Bowser gone. It's up over there. I don't see you talking about that. You Nintendites running around here trying to dance on our grave. I'll kick you in the stomach. Shut up with your $80 games. Get out of here with your weak-ass console. Who you talking to? Who you talking to? You better shut up before I sick the Series S on you. Get him. Huh? For you broke dudes. The real Eternal's in the building. Shout out for the real Eternal. He's in the building. Lena Khan is fired. Don't talk to me about people that got fired because they couldn't do a job properly. You had the whole FTC with your collusion and bougie. All you dudes that went up against Phil Dominic's Maximus Aurelius Spence is gone. Jim is gone. Lena's gone. Don't bring them up. Chris, shut up. Shut up, Chris. Shut up. Shut up, Chris. Don't come here bringing her name. Don't invoke her name up in here. She messed with big bad Microsoft and got shown the door. She should have known when her butter was bread. You heard me? Jim gone. He gave you a cookie. Get up out of here. Y'all ain't say nothing when he went over to London, fired everybody at a pizza party, right? But y'all worrying about this? Yo, man, go clean up your own backyard. You got shit back there. Go clean it up. Back to the business, man. Back to the business, man. I told you I am who I am, and I do what I do, and I do it like I do it for TV because I'm on it. Let's get it. For you broke boys, Microsoft is set to announce a free Xbox Cloud gaming tier with ads. So now you can play Game Pass with ads. You gonna cry about that too? Who's that for? For the dudes that was crying. For you dudes that was crying for the $10. Now it's free. What you gonna say now? That's not a good deal. I gotta watch ads. What the hell you want? You entitled little snot? What do you want? You don't want to pay the $10, but your ass want to do what? For the free. You don't want the free because I don't want to watch ads. You don't want to watch ads. Look at him. He look all happy watching his ads. Watch your ads. Listen, when Microsoft extended Xbox Cloud gaming across all versions of the Game Pass earlier this week with different benefits and limitations to each other, the company is apparently set to announce a free version of xCloud soon. For you dudes that don't want to pay, look at that. They don't want you to go. They want you to stay. What did I tell you before? What did I tell you before? I told you it was always about your engagement, you goofy. They'll get you a tier and they'll have your ass sit there and watch ads engaged. You don't want to pay for the ads? Yo, you know what I do on Netflix? They got that ad tier. You know what I do? Get the one without the ads. Yo, who's the dude that's trying to put the moves on Shorty with ads on his Netflix. Right? Sitting there, talking to Shorty, yeah, trying to make your move. This is the low point in the show, and your ad tear pop up for erectile dysfunction. or for those unwanted things, here's a plan B. Oh, come on. You're killing the mood. You're killing the mood. So get out of here, you dudes. You dudes out here talking about these tiers with ads. They're going to give you a tier with ads, and you're going to have fun watching it. Blank 964 with the $5 super chat. If anything, they added value to the lower tiers. People got to decide if they want day one drops or not. They act like they're entitled to day one drops. This is what I'm telling you, Blank. They act like they're entitled to day one drops. Go down to the lower tier. You'll be paying less than you was paying for Game Pass Ultimate. You know what's crazy? When my gym raised the price, and it's 24-hour fitness, I had a choice. Either ish or get off the pot. Either go join a weaker gym like Planet Fitness, or shut up and pay. I took my talents to South Beach. I encourage each and every last one of you dudes that feels that that $10, and I'm not saying 50% because y'all dudes are stupid. Y'all don't know what 50% is. I'm going to tell y'all in numbers that you can understand. If you save $1 a day for 10 days, you got enough to pay for the bill. If you saved $1 a day for 30 days, you got enough for your Game Pass. But who's paying Game Pass like that? Like, who's doing it monthly? Who's doing that? Who's the weirdo out here doing that? Who's on that monthly month? What's going on? You on month to month with Game Pass? What if you slip? I don't play that. I don't play that with my games, man. I'm serious about this. I'm serious about this. I thought you were serious about this too. I thought we were serious about this together. I thought y'all came here. I thought this is for the hardcore. This is for the hardcore, right? You serious about this, right? Listen, I'm the only Xbox dude that's going to tell you, go out and buy that PlayStation 5 Pro because that's the last console you're going to get from them monkeys. I'm the one that's going to tell you, go get a Switch, go get a Steam Deck, go get everything. If that's where you game. But you know that you got to spin the block on Xbox. You got to stay where you rock at. I ain't telling you don't try other stuff. Look, I got a whole little Diddy Kong right here. Shout out to Diddy Kong. Karen raised the potatoes to $5 super chat. Again, King gonna keep it classy. I'm not. Your words, sit down and take that hat off, dog. It's Texas, not Canada. Listen, this is what started it all. This is what started today off with cheap people trying to run and get bread. People trying to run and go get money. People trying to ride the algorithm and get your rage and your hate all bubbled up. This is what started it all. And I'm going to show you how it ends. Because, again, I'm the people's champ. I'm the man of the people. They nominated me for tribute to go knock out each and every last one of those generals. Just like Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer has knocked out Reggie Fils-Aimé, Doug Bowser, Jim Ryan, Shohei, Sean Layden, ran through you like White Castles do you. But I hear stupid people say stuff like, well, we need to get his job. For what? Game Pass with the $10 price hike is still the best thing in business right now. Until PlayStation decides to make day and date inside their service, shut up. Don't worry about my house. Do I go inside your refrigerator and say why you got this in there? Stop worrying about my house. Worry about your own damn house. You don't even get served first. They serve everybody else before they serve you. You're a second-class citizen on your own service. God damn. Look at you. Use a level of goofy that I never seen. And you worrying about me. Boy, if you don't worry about your own ass, stop worrying about us over here. Over here, we eating good. We still got day and date. What y'all got? Ghost of Yo, they came out. If a tree falls in the forest, do you hear it fall? Ain't nobody hear that shit fall. Ain't nobody streaming that game. Ain't nobody care to talk about Xbox. Nobody care. You see every PlayStation dude here in his chat trying to defend something that ain't real. Trying to fight something that ain't real instead of playing a game that just came out. Us Xbox dudes, and we ain't got time for y'all. Call of Duty beta up. You see, I told you, I said PlayStation is in a weak position. Xbox and Nintendo on your head. Super Mario dropped on your day. It used to be a time where they respected a PlayStation drop. Call of Duty beta on October 2nd. On your headpiece. Damn! Mario Brothers. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on your head top. Bam! And then for great measure, Steam jumped in there with Invasion, that Marvel game, that side scroller beating up, put the demo on your day. Nobody respect you no more, Sony. Nobody respect your ass. Ghost of who? Ghost of Booty. Nobody looking for that. Who checking for that? The store is full of it. Stop it. The store is full of it. But let me show you. You got that Ghost Pro Edition. How many damn PlayStations you gonna buy? You the same goofy dude crying over the $10. You took your other PlayStation to get a Pro, then you took your Pro to go get a Ghost of Yode Pro. How many you gonna get? All you doing is just a revolving door, just turn them around. It ain't like me. It ain't like you got one X here and one X there and one Series S there and one Series S there and one X upstairs and a PlayStation 5 Pro and a PlayStation 5 upstairs. It ain't like you me. You just rotating it. Can you go back and play the old ones? No, because they're at GameStop. Stop acting like you're doing something sweet. The game is trash. Anyway, let's get back on it. Let's get it back on it. This is what started all the stuff. Satya Nadella reshuffles Microsoft executive team so he has more time to focus on AI. Okay, so if y'all didn't know what's going on with AI, hold on. I gotta call my wife. Hold on, because this dude is out of control right now. This dog is out of control. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hello? Where's her cone? My dog needs to have the cone of shame on right now because she playing lickety fingers. She's not supposed to be playing lickety fingers. Lickety fingers is bad for her right now. She's on her medication. She needs to make sure that she gets off of it. That costs $80 a month. And y'all crying about $29? And that's how I know y'all don't take care of no pets and don't got no life. This is a hobby. You ain't got to do it. You ain't got to do it at all. Go, put it on her. Nobody can see you. Oh, actually, they could. Give me. This is the cone of shame for Coco. Stop it. It's over. Prime. It's over. Said, wait, I'm still functional. All right, so listen. Microsoft chief executive Satya Nadella is delegating some more mundane responsibilities to one of his top lieutenants so he has more time to personally focus on emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence. This is brought to you by the Silicon Angle. They don't give a damn about video games. You understand what I'm talking about? I'm not going to no rag, like no press square. I'm not going to no video game publication. I'm going to a syndicated publication that is actually necessary for what? Talking business. So I can get right to the crux of the matter. Y'all thought I was going to go to y'all links. Y'all thought I was going to figure out what y'all was saying. I ain't paying you goofy dudes no mind. Y'all have a vested interest in growing your channels and trying to make your money, right? So I have a vested interest in kicking in your stomach and making you look like a damn fool. In a memo to employees today, Nadala pictured, he's promoting Justin Atloff. Well, he's down. I can show you a picture of him. If you have never seen Justin Atloff, here you go. You see him? He's happy. He got a smile, right? He's been at the company for, 12 years? He's a 12-year veteran. Nadala created the role of CEO's company's commercial business. His new position, Justin's, who spent the last 9 years leading Microsoft commercial sales organization, will take charge of the company's engineering, sales, marketing, operation, and finance teams, which account for more than 75% of its total revenue. So he's in charge of that. The reshuffle designed to consolidate the company's efforts to build the market more business-focused products as it strives to compete against such rivals as Amazon Web Services, Google LLC, OpenAI, and other AI startups. If you didn't know, Microsoft and OpenAI has just finalized their business. Now, do you remember in the beginning when OpenAI needed Microsoft's money and Microsoft gave them $10 billion to sit on the board in order to get all of the AI stuff going on? They needed it, so they used each other in that whole thing, and Microsoft recused themselves from the seat at the table at the board at OpenAI. So right now, Microsoft is actually using a different AI program other than OpenAI because OpenAI is trying to go public. The Microsoft deal was holding them back from going public. They wanted to give them back their initial $10 billion that they had already offered them, but Microsoft said, hell no, that's not how it's going to go. What they were supposed to do was they were supposed to give them the moment that they hit AGI, then Microsoft was supposed to get a split. Apparently, something went awry, as it always does in business. So a lot of you guys and a lot of you goofies are saying that Microsoft is definitely going to kill off the Xbox because you're trying to piece pieces of stuff together. You're talking about billions of dollars that are put into research and development. You're talking about fake leakers. This is why I don't leak stuff, guys. Like, I have information on stuff that I don't leak. I don't do that stuff. I'm just not a leak. I don't do any of that stuff. It's not necessary because plans change all the time. But I know you're going to say, well, plans probably change for hardware. Listen, I told you that with the success of this Xbox ROG Ally X, I want to see what Microsoft's version of their handheld is, if there's a version of their handheld. I think their highly successful OEM console with manufacturer to be named at a later date next year, I think that's going to be hugely successful. Get away. I think that's going to be hugely successful next year. Stop. I think that's going to be, and at the price point I told you. Remember, I'm telling you this a long time ago. I've been telling you this since the middle of this year, that I believe that the price point on that OEM machine will be $1,400. $1,400. I know you're going to say, King, that's an insane price point. That can't be. Is it in the same price point with a handheld that is an OEM device that is going for $1,000? And they have a cheaper SKU model for $600. Now maybe they have a cheaper SKU model for $1,000 and have the highest SKU model for that price. But trust and believe, I believe that OEM model is going to be that way. Now, do they continue to make hardware right after that point? I don't know. If it's wildly successful, Would you? I don't know. I can't give you that answer. But what I can tell you is that this doesn't mean that there's the end of the Xbox hardware at all. What I can tell you is that they did sign a multi-year thing. Now, the reason why I absolutely give no credence to anything that anybody is saying is because I know that they need what they need for their server blades. If Satya is focusing purely on AI, then you have to look at the fact that AI is reliant upon the cloud. The cloud infrastructure is brought to you by the Azure Cloud Service. What runs in Azure Cloud? The reason why Xbox Cloud is out of beta is so they can focus on their server blades. Now, I know you're going to say, well, Costco is not stocking any more consoles. The console price has dramatically went up. So you have to purchase in larger batches. Microsoft isn't manufacturing at the rate that is necessary in order for them to actually get the necessary batches that they need. They will point them in the direction of Asus so they can buy the ROGs, so they can sell those, because new hardware is inbound next year. Now, I know you're going to say this is counterintuitive because what PlayStation continues to do, no matter what, is sell PlayStation 4s, even when they have a PlayStation 5 in here. They just recently said they're going to cut back on some of the services that's on the PlayStation 4 right now because they damn near at the end of the life cycle of the PlayStation 5 and didn't even start yet. But they continue to string along that PlayStation 4, and Xbox didn't do that. When Xbox actually believed in generation, the PlayStation didn't. What held us back this whole generation was the PlayStation 4, not the Series S. As you can see with the Black Myth Wukong, all that stuff that these dudes were saying was a lie. Now, I'm not going to talk about how to start playing the Call of Duty Black Ops beta, multiplayer beta, zombies, but I'm going to tell you how disrespectful they are to you guys and your Ghost of Yode, and they don't give a damn about your Ghost of Yode. I'm going to tell you how disrespectful Microsoft is. You see the early access beta dates? October 2nd to the 5th. What day did Ghost of Yode come out on? The 2nd. Do you think Microsoft made this thought in a vacuum? Do you think they made this random drop in a vacuum? If the PlayStation's guys pre-ordered the big version, the Volt version, whatever it's called, on PlayStation, they got access to this, right? But if you're a Game Pass Ultimate member, on the 2nd, you got a chance to play the Call of Duty early beta. You remember last year when they raised the price of Game Pass? It was around the same time that Call of Duty was about to come out. This is not done in a vacuum. None of this stuff is done in a vacuum. They do not move on a whim. They do not wake up one day and say, we're not going to do this and we're not going to do that and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. That's not how it's done. And there hasn't been any emergency meetings for a while. All right? There's just been meetings. All right? So Satya making a job title for Justin in order for him to take over some of the responsibilities that is necessary for him to continue to make moves in AI. That's exactly what it is. They wouldn't have made a job for Jason Ronald, the head of new Xbox hardware. It's absolutely stupid. But if you see, every time you see Sarah Bond, you see Jason Ronald. Right? Head of Xbox hardware. But they don't give a damn about your Ghost of Yode. They dropped that game or that beta on your day. The same way Nintendo did. Sony doesn't hold this energy that they used to hold. And these guys in this chat is doing this. They're here because of that. They're here to say anything. You will hear stuff like, well, I heard the beta isn't good. I heard Ghost of Yode ain't good, and that's paid for. That's not a beta. That's done. That's cooked. It's cooked. Your meal is shit. It's cooked. It's cooked. It's out. It's out, and it's whack. And you hear, it's out. It's out. And you here on the Xbox channel. Pardon me. That's how I know it's trash. You here. Got all the popular faces. You decided to show up today to get all this work. Why? Not because I'm pretty. Why? Because you know damn well all that's cat. And it's sad too. Have the better service. Drop more games. Y'all buy them when they drop on your console. Y'all didn't think that this was going to happen like this. And they had to separate themselves from you. They can't have the tiers looking the same. Nah, y'all got Essential or whatever the hell y'all got over there on that PlayStation thing. Get day and date. Now, one thing I didn't like that they did, and I'm going to tell you something. I didn't like because I would get discounts every time I brought DLC because I was inside Game Pass. One thing I did not like is what they quietly got rid of. This is a problem for me. Now, anytime I brought DLC, I brought something. Being that I was in Game Pass, I got a discount. I was treated like I had a black card, like I got a little rebate here and there. And essentially, that's what I did. Like if a game was inside Game Pass, I would go buy all the DLC, and then before the game leaves, I would buy the game. Right? So that way, I saved on getting the game initially off of playing it inside Game Pass, so that freed up the cash for me to buy the DLC of the game if it has DLC like Hogwarts Legacy and stuff like that. Buy the DLC because I got the 10% discount. And then before the game leaves out of the service, then I buy the game, especially if I like the game, to just grow my digital footprint. But them removing this 10%, I'm not a fan of this. You no longer get to listen. Basically, the majority of individual DLC packs for Game Pass games are no longer 10% off for subscribers, except for EA Play games where the 10% reduction still applies. Thank you, EA. Even though you went private, I don't know what's going to happen next. We're seeing certain bundles with the 10% still on it, such as premium updates for South of Midnight and Indiana Jones. But most DLC for Game Pass titles are now showing up at full price, such as the individual Order of Giants expansion for Indiana Jones. It's worth noting that the full game discount is 20% off for Game Pass Ultimate titles is still up and running in most instances. So you get the overall 20% on most titles on the checkout, but the DLC itself, it seems like some of that is hit or miss. I don't agree with that. I don't think that it's cool. I think that right, because that affects me, and I game for me, and my wallet speaks for myself. But let me see. Where is this? I had something here that I wanted to talk about. And it seems like I didn't put it. Hold on. Seems like I didn't put it. And I got to fix that because that needs to be put. Hold on. All right. Because a lot of you dudes, and this is my guy. A lot of you dudes like to disrespect Jez. I'm not into that. Jez is my dude. Been my dude since day one. No Xbox Next Gen console hardware plans aren't canceled for now, but it's a problem that it was really easy to believe. Rumors are swirling that Xbox is going to kill the hardware ecosystem. It's not true for now, but it easily could have been true given how nonsensical Xbox acts lately. And that's Jez. So a lot of times people like to call him a pony bot or farming engagements or whatever they're going to say. He's a passionate Xbox guy that talks with his heart. Patrick Allen with $2 super chat is official. Xbox is out of the hardware. Cool, Patrick. Thank you. Lucius Augustus, my man who stands on business. If you don't know him, I suggest you stay out of his way. Lucius will put hands and feet upon your ass. Trust and believe. People say Call of Duty lost $300 million from Game Pass last year. They better not be counting people like me who played the single player and was never going to buy it. Facts. But that wasn't it, Lucius. All that money was lost from the Nintendo. Nintendo never gave out them dev kits. So at the end of the day, we could put the blame squarely on Nintendo's back, like I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on Nintendo's back because Nintendo didn't get out those dev kits. And we kind of need those dev kits. You heard me? Now, hold on. Close that off. Grab that up. Because I need to know something. I need to know, is there any PlayStation news? Nope. Oh, nope. No PlayStation news. Man, it's a damn shame when the only news that they got to look forward to is Xbox news. It's a damn shame. Now, I got to stream Sekiro on Frontline Gaming Streams because y'all met that goal. And right now, y'all got Wu Chain Fallen Feathers up there, and it's about to get crazy. Christopher Hart, haven't seen you in a long time. I appreciate the fact that you're here, but I want to know why you're not playing Ghost of Yode. I mean, it's a valid question, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the floor. If anybody's inside the chat, I'm going to put it on right now. And King's Frontline for Gamers, the link is in the description. I'm in the voice call right now. If you're going to join in, join in. Who's crying? What, you want to go upstairs? Babe, who's outside? Who's outside? No one. Nobody? I think Coco, she's trying to get in. Coco's trying to get upstairs, or she's trying to go outside? I think she's over here at the back. All right, cool. All right, who's in there? Lucius Augustus?
Yes, I just wanted to stop by and say shout out to you, King. Keep doing what you're doing. I think that this entire discussion about Xbox and their future, obviously we can have the discussion. We love having these sort of discussions. That's why we're in these spaces, right?
Fact.
But we have to realize that every single time that Xbox makes a mistake, steps on their tail, steps on a rake, however you're going to describe that, a lot of the time weird rumors come out of the woodwork. Now that doesn't mean that we should not take those rumors and digest them and try to understand if whether or not they're feasible.
Right.
But people are getting themselves in this stupor where they are immediately
Mute your mic.
assuming that
Not you, Lucius. Mute your mic, whoever jumped in here. I keep hearing, turn down your TV. One of the two.
yeah, so like I don't want to say that people shouldn't be having these discussions or that you shouldn't be questioning Microsoft's moves because you're a consumer. You should always look out for
Facts.
yourself. But don't allow random people on Twitter and on Reset Era or whatever to get you inside of a tizzy. At the end of the day, if you have the hardware right now, you can still play your games, you can still enjoy the stuff. And if you've been listening to people like me and King, you've been stacking. So this immediate change isn't going to directly impact you. Now, I understand we can still, go through all the discussions as we need to, but I just feel like people are kind of getting themselves all riled up when at the end of the day, there are great games coming out. Go play the games. Let the business people figure out the business as they need to figure it out.
Facts. And I got to tell you, man, so I got a chance to meet Lucius in Cali. He's out in Cali. Fine young man who holds himself in great standard. I mean, like his story is great. He's a model of a young man. as far as how he carries himself and the stuff that he does. So I do appreciate him jumping in here right now. Who the hell do we got next up in here on this fine Xbox day, talking about this Xbox news, be it doom and gloom or be it a nothing burger? Who's next?
Hey, King, it's Jez Corden.
Oh, what's going on, bro?
Now, I don't think that Xbox is gonna get rid of hardware. Mainly, let's just say it's the media, like your GameSpots and your IGNs of the world. That hang on,
All right, give me a
that were
second. Let me read this super chat. BT Marek 707 member for 1 month. Soldier V rank. I salute you, Soldier. Black Ops 6 was still the biggest selling game last year. 23% better than Modern Warfare 3, biggest release in franchise history. Someone's math isn't mathing. I agree with you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's fugazi stuff that's being perpetrated out here right now, especially every time Call of Duty is about to come out. They give you some bad Call of Duty news to try to detract from Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty detractors. Also, you got hardware that's coming out this month. You got to really start looking at everything for exactly what it is. At this time, Microsoft is rocking and rolling, moving forward. And yes, of course, they did go up with that price on Game Pass. Honestly, if you was living high on the hog before, fine, you was living high on the hog. If day one games mean that much to you, then stay inside Game Pass. If they don't mean that much to you, then go down to a lower tier where you find value. If you do not find value in the service, leave. But shut up while you're doing it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
and that's the thing, because I think Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is still gonna sell hotcakes. It's gonna compete with Battlefield 6, and not only that, if Game Pass, you still gotta have Keeper. You're still gonna
You got to
have
mute
guy.
your TV. Sorry, you got to mute your TV because I could hear you like reverbing in the back. But good.
I think I'm just echoing because my TV's muted right now.
All right, good. You're fine. Go ahead. And we got one more. I think that's Hector the Macho Man before we get up out of here. But go ahead. Let's finish up your point.
But the fact is, when you also have Outer Worlds 2 that's also at the end of the month, you still got a lot of value alone with Game Pass. And I think there's just bad media just trying to say Xbox is that this and that. It's like, what are they doing on PlayStation? Because I don't see many big games coming on PlayStation. What is the news on Ghost of Yote? It's been buried.
Yeah, well, this is exactly what happens, right? I tell you guys that Hiroki Totoki told you that PlayStation will drop 1 or 2 titles per year that's AAA titles. Now, I don't consider Ghost of Yote, mute your mic for a second, please. I don't consider Ghost of Yote a AAA title. It's $60 million to make. It's more in line with something like you could say a South of Midnight type of title, a smaller title that is hopefully it can get larger views. But that thing has hit wood. It's not critically acclaimed anywhere, and it just got buried into the news cycle, and that sucks, right? Because again, you wish that Sucker Punch will get his day in the sun. You think that with Ghost of Tsushima and this title coming out, that this title will actually do something. Could it be the bad press that the main lead actress supports Antifa? Could it be something? What's up, homeboy? You want to say hi to everybody? Come. That's my grandson. Come. You don't want to say hi? I got to pick you up. Oh, he just want to play over there. Anyway, either you're going to go upstairs with mama. You got to go upstairs with my mama. No. Go ahead. Go upstairs. Yeah. Go on, mama. Yeah. That's my boy. So listen, I honestly don't think that the fact that the lead actress in the game, motion capture person, is aligned herself with Antifa and all the stuff that goes along with that. Being woke and being all that other stuff actually changes how that game is perceived. Now, you know how I feel with that game woke, saying woke, that word woke. I say call it out as you see it. If it's a feminist agenda, say it. If it's a racist agenda, say it. If it's a bigoted agenda, say it. Say these words so we can identify what the agenda is, opposed to just using this word woke that is a blanket statement that's encompassing everything and everyone. And I don't think that is actually a cool thing, honestly. So if anybody's boycotting the game because of those reasons, I can't tell you what to do with your money, because I can't tell you that you should be purchasing something that goes against you morally and scrupully, right? But again, at the same time, we can't call it out on one side and don't call it out on the other. So that's why I remove those little woke words, those words that don't go, and actually use the proper words that actually go for something. Hector the Macho Man, my guy, I'm back. Talk to me, baby. You here? What's up? That's you, Hector. Who's in here?
This Hector.
Yeah, there we go.
The myth, the man, the legend.
There we go, baby. What's good?
Man, what's good? All right, how was Tokyo?
Oh, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, it's the greatest city in the world, bro.
There we go.
I got videos.
List.
I got videos. I'm going to tell it should be everybody's bucket list. It should be something that everybody gets a chance to do. You learn a level of respect. You understand how stuff happens and how stuff moves over there, and why Japanese companies do what they do. And I understand a lot of stuff now, because if you don't get out, you're never going to get a chance to see certain ends of the business. And I got a chance to see certain ends of the business. And hold on. This guy used to talk so much hate about PlayStation. Now he's quiet. No, I'm not. I'm talking hate about PlayStation every second. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong neck this whole generation. Ghost Yoide's trash. You don't like that? I'll tell you to your face. What's wrong with you? I'll tell you to your face. Just because I don't think she as hot as you do, she mid to me. And you know Game Pass is a 10. Yo, girl is a 6, boy. Get out of here. She mid, B. Nobody like her like that. She ain't Beyonce. Come on now. Stop that.
Those are facts. Those are the facts. But back to what you were saying about the Tokyo, and I like I said, I'm into anime, so I definitely want to just go out there and experience that culture and just the culture in general, because I see videos, I understand, like the technology over there is way different from over here, and just how the respect factor is over there.
It's crazy. It's crazy as hell. Like, you're gonna see a whole bunch of different things. You're gonna start seeing the videos drop. Like today, I have a ton of videos that's inside the GoPro that I'm taking out of the GoPro. Then I'm start putting out videos on this channel, and then you got a ton of interviews that's gonna be dropping on Iron Lords and Insider Gaming and all that stuff. Oh, by the way, for any of you guys that's talking about how would I know what Ghost of Yode is, because I brought it, you goofy, dumbass. You don't think I got a PlayStation 5 Pro? I had a Pro before you got one. You probably don't even got a PlayStation. You probably got a base. I mean, keep it a being with you. I got it. I got it, right? So, again, stop. I don't think she is hot as you think she is. She's not hot. I can still tag. I can still go in. I can still do that. And I still have Game Pass. I like Game Pass. But you think she's hot. I don't think she's hot like that. That's you. That's a you factor. You see what my shirt says? Is it on Game Pass? That's what matters. Yes,
Quick
sir.
question.
Yes, sir.
The man with everything can judge everything, right? Not the man that's just in one position, right? For instance, and I don't like bringing nobody's name up, but he in the chat, so I always go back and forth with him. Chris Hart.
Oh,
and
Plume was good.
The one thing about Chris Hart, I can just really say, that man supported everything PlayStation. He's the only PlayStation gamer I see with a Pro, PlayStation base,
Portal, VR.
He got and hold on, and the PSVR 1 and 2.
Yes.
That a lot of these guys don't do. But that he's always, and that's the crazy thing about it. He'll go against Xbox when they close down Tango, but did he say something about London Studios? And he a VR guy.
Yep. He
pushes VR. And he say nothing about that.
Nah, he did.
All right.
He did. I got to give Christopher Hart his due. He did. He because me and him went at it on Twitter. He said something about when they closed London Studios down. But I also told him when the PlayStation VR was defunct and they let it loose wild on the PC, because me and him both can't get rid of our PlayStation VRs. My PlayStation VR 2 in the room. I don't know who Ryan is, but Ryan, if this is your first time here, I'm an absolute gamer. They call me the excess gamer for a reason. And what you need to know, honestly, I game on every device. So don't think that I talk crap about PlayStation out of a vacuum of not knowing. I prefer Xbox. That's my platform of choice. And that's just a fact. All right. And your platform of choice is PlayStation. I don't think she is hot as you think she is. That's just all that is. There's nothing wrong with it. I play all the same games that you play. My PC does the same thing. Shout out to NZXT, the sponsors for that, to get that to me.
Well,
Now on the
one thing I had to
16th,
really say-
I'm going to be playing
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima on my Xbox ROG Ally, and I'm going to be playing Spider-Man, and I'm going to be playing God of War, and I'm going to be playing each and every last one of those games that you released on PC, and y'all going to be releasing more. So shout out to you guys so I can get a chance to play it better portable wherever the hell I choose. So I do appreciate PlayStation for going to do something strange for some change and allowing me to have my fun. Yeah, I get to do that without worrying about PlayStation. Shout out to Hell Divers. I'm having fun over here on Xbox too. Go ahead. Sorry.
Like, no, you good. You gotta listen. This is the kingdom. You gotta let the king talk. But like I was saying, the only thing I found funny is the same dudes a couple months ago that was claiming that the Pro was, worth it, and that if you're broke, that's your problem. I'm getting a Pro. Are the same dudes trying to tell us that $30 for Game Pass, where we got value, Ubisoft, EA Plus in there, everything is not worth it, and that y'all tripping. And then we use that same logic is that we're bootlickers and that we are slaves, company slaves. That's what they call us, corporate slaves.
Listen.
So it's just like,
It's, you know what it is, Hector, is the fact that Microsoft is a larger company, and they do understand, seriously, in all honesty, PlayStation could never pull off an $80 billion deal. They thought they was going to buy From Software, and all they did was go and lend some money and get a piece or something. They are
10%.
chip-in dudes. They chip in on the bill. They never can comp the whole bill. They will chip in. They get the tip. Pause.
So you mean they I got 5 on it? That's what they are?
That's all they
I
are.
got 5 on it.
They never come with their own stash. They always got 5 on it. I just, listen, they understand, regardless to what anybody thinks, that $29 is, if you say you're not going to buy that tier, right, fine, and you don't lower it down to the other tiers and you just gave up on Game Pass and you felt that Game Pass wasn't for you, as a consumer, that is something that you're supposed to do. If you don't like something, you don't like the price structure of something, you don't like how something is, as a consumer, you have to take your dollars elsewhere. But when people tell me stupidness like, I'm going to not buy Game Pass, but I'm going to buy Ninja Gaiden this month, I got to look at you and tell you, I do not think that you are a sound business strategist. I think that you have bad business practices. I got to tell you, as an individual that is into his money, his engagement time, that's not a prudent decision. But again, I can't tell you what to do with your money. So if you feel that 70 is a better value to get that one game versus the 500, God bless. Have fun. But they told you 75 day one games inside Game Pass Ultimate. And I'm going to tell you, that makes me more fearful for what those games are, because I know Xbox is not putting out 75 day one games a year. I know that for a fact. So that puts every game on notice. Your favorite game is it on Game Pass? Your favorite game is up for grabs inside Game Pass. That makes buying a crucial decision. I say I don't have that problem when I buy a game for my Switch 2 or buy my game for my PlayStation. I don't have that problem because I know damn well they're not going to put it in their services. I don't have the option. But Microsoft make you scared to shop. You at a point that you scared to shop right now. You just sit down and just shut up and just figure it out. Because out of those 75 games, you got to figure out what. And they have been dropping critical hit after critical hit inside Game Pass. Month after month, there's a compelling game for you to get inside Game Pass day one that the competitors have to pay for. So if you don't see the value in that, I don't know. I can't tell you what to do with your money. But I can tell you what my money does. And if I can see competitive value there, then I'm telling you this. I'm not moving. Now, there is a price point where it doesn't make any sense. Did they reach that tipping point for me yet? Nah. I kind of figured that they was going to go to 30 now. Now you hear rumors of layoffs in January. There's always rumors of layoffs in January. What you should really be asking.
Year?
Yeah, of course. This is around that
That's
time.
the physical year, right?
Right.
That's Xbox's physical year. So, but whatever. People don't understand that.
What I want to know what's going to happen to EA. Now that they're going private, are the people that they're going to lay off, are they going to have severance packages? Or
No.
what's going to happen?
No.
Because they're not publicly traded any longer, so you don't get a chance to see what's going on under the hood. That's the stuff that I worry about. Microsoft guys, they were getting they get their pension, they get their stuff like that. Not the Sony slimy stuff that was happening over at Bungie, where they gave them like 1 day of health insurance. They fired them on the 29th of the month, and it was like 30 days in that month, and they only got 1 day of health insurance. It was kind of creepy, the stuff that they were doing over there. And that's why morale was low. Oh, my man. Big fat Eli with the 15. I don't know what that money is. I'm going to say fantastic dollars. Welcome back, King. The real ones like you shutting down the BS, the punk ass. By the way, Microsoft commented on the rumor shutting it down. Cheers. But that's right. Listen, I told you before, when there's a battle that needs to be fought, and it's going to be fought by myself, I'm going to come up here. I don't need no help by anybody. But I'm not going to sit here and let these people distract from the fact that Ghost of Yode hit dead wood. And ain't nobody talking about it 3 to 4 days after the game done came out. You're talking about how unsustainable Call of Duty is, but the new Call of Duty is coming out, the most anticipated Call of Duty, while the beta is up and running right now. For you guys that like that, I got Game Pass Ultimate. You know what I'm going to do? Play Marvel Rivals. Because I'm a junkie for it. And I'm going to play Fortnite because I got the crew for free. But you guys don't realize the value and what Microsoft is going after. They cannot buy that damn Fortnite from Epic. They had to stick their dirty little fingers inside Fortnite in some type of way. And I don't know how they got a hold of getting the crew. I don't know how. But they put out that statement, and so did Epic, and said they can't wait for the wonderful stuff that's coming next with their dealings with Microsoft. And that's the Epic Store on the Xbox ROG Ally X and all the other benefits that you're going to get with the consolidation and the unification of the PC and the Xbox hardware. With the Play Anywhere initiative, the back and patch strategy, play your own, stream your own console games, it's bananas what's going on. But these guys get to tell you that you don't have value in your service, but they don't get day one. Don't talk to me about our service. Talk about your own service. When your service equals our service, then we will have a conversation. But until that day, excuse my back. Because I ain't got no time for you weak dudes.
Yeah, the PS Plus fodder. Because I remember they was Game Pass fodder. That's real fodder over there. They ain't got nothing over there that's worth playing for $20 or $19, whatever the highest tier is. So I don't want to hear it.
$17.99. They bang me in the head every year because I took it off a reoccurring bill, but I don't know how they work around it.
$17.99 with no day one games drop. Only thing really that's the value over there is probably the older games that they have in the back, the old library.
Well,
the games
it's not the PlayStation 3 games because they don't put those there. They don't. No, they don't. They have a spotty. Wow. They have a spotty track record, and then dudes is touting the Nintendo situation. I'm not even gonna go into their service. Their service is actually piss poor. They got a lot of emulated games, but if you're into retro games, great. I can play all those games on a flash drive. I don't care. That's not going to be the conversation that we're going to have here. But again, until your service is greater than mine, and that's day one games, please don't talk to me. Don't come for me unless I send for you. At no point in time is your service better than Xbox Game Pass. Game Pass is still the best deal in the streets. Because I will be playing Call of Duty. I will be playing Outer Worlds 2. I will be playing Ninja Gaiden 4. I will be playing more games day one inside Game Pass, and you'll be just looking over, salivating, wishing, and hoping. How's that Ninja Gaiden 4 going for you guys? Shout out to AKW, the 5-pound super chat. Welcome back, King. I see you on your own. Glad you finally got rid of the Jackson 4. Nah, listen. A lot of those dudes, like Attic is editing, Cog is, acclimating to the time difference. Me personally, I'm a workaholic. You know what I do. It's not going to be a day that I'm not going to give y'all this information. And I can't let these ponies run around these streets, running around talking this crap like they doing. New Zombie with the $5 super chat. Just have to say, thanks for blessing us this Sunday. Messy, but it's the Lord's Day. King showed up, respect and blessing. Listen, I bleed green. This is why I got on the green shirt that says, is it on Game Pass? This is why. I think this is Grown Woman Gaming, right? This is Grown Woman Gaming, right? These are my girls. Yes, it is. This is Grown Woman Gaming. Go to their store. If you want this shirt, go to Grown Woman Gaming, go to their store, go pick up their shirts. Their merch is fire. What other content creator is bigging up other content creators' merch? If I rocks with you, I rocks with you. I'm going to tell you, man, there's no way in hell, because these dudes are going to tell you, King, you ain't talking about it. Nah, I'm out here. I'm going to spin the block on you, too. I'm going to show up on primetime Sunday. Like Deion Sanders. Prime time, baby. But I'm going to say thank you, guys. I'm going to thank each and every last one of you for showing up, especially you PlayStation dudes. Y'all dudes fuel me. Y'all give me the energy to do what I do. You know why? Because I got to kick your backs in every goddamn day. And I ain't going to stop. Ever since I got on Twitter, been kicking your backs in. And since I got on YouTube, I just can't stop. It's too much fun. Y'all make it too easy. Now, what I'm going to suggest you PlayStation dudes do is go buy Ghost of Yode. It needs all the support. For just $1 a day, you too can help out a Yote. But me, King, I'm going to take my $1 and I'm going to put it on Game Pass. Because I think Game Pass is the best deal in the business. And I'm going to tell you to do what I always do. And try to play the Game Pass. Let's get to that intro. Y'all.
What's a man to a king? What's to the saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game, but shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox. Spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling. Moonwalking, selling moonrise just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, knock grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man to a king? What's to the saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game, but shoot what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted, this what you want.